Hey, everybody, give me a second. Do I always sound like really like I'm in slow motion? Hey, everybody. Because when I watch the replay, like I watch the replay just to see, and I always seem to me to be very, you know what I mean? All right, let me say hi to everybody. Ah, give me a second. I'm really in a lot of pain and I'm really tired. Angel, Betty Randall, Donna Holland, Ginger Gargoyle, Julie H. from Florida, Lee McLeod. Good luck with your Instapot. Terry White, Tanya Logan, Vicky Lemire, Glory 1958, and is that Jerry Carey? Billy Buckland, Carol McKinney, Betty Randall, Aldo D. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Let me just put my chat out to pop out my chat. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to minimize that. There we go. So, how's everybody doing? That's going to drive me nuts. Don't be surprised if I have to get up and go let Gracie in. Oh, yeah, that's got to go back over more. There we go. What you can't see is Gracie's crate has been between mine and Howie's beds all this time. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. I got to kiss a fool. Gracie's crate has been between our beds. So, strong enough to bend. How's it going? No beers on the wall. Cheese and crackers, Donna. Hey, Jean. Terry White. In the house. Give me a second. I'm all discombobulated. Here's a to-do. I broke my brand new crock pot. I did. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. Do you remember me complaining how hot it gets even on low? Well, hey. Give me a second. Yesterday, Raph and Ron and Natasha came to Natasha for feathers and to help pluck, and Raph and Ron to learn how to dispatch, scald, pluck, and gut chickens. So yesterday was a busy day and a teaching day. Hey, Corey C. and Sandy Candy. So after after that was all done, everything went in. Of course, 2 chickens and a rooster went into each of my big stock or my big pressure cookers with celery and carrots and all. There's going to be a video. So then today, oh my goodness. Oh, so anyway, I figured I'd have people for supper. I won't have people for supper. I'll have people here for supper. And so I thought I'll just throw on a big crock of soup. Well, I turned the crock pot on high and forgot I turned it on. And about an hour later, I grabbed all my stuff out of the pantry and I started to pour one of my pints of broth in, and it was cold. And crack, 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 crack. In 3 places, my carafe just went and leaked out what broth was in it. So I'm going to have to, hey, Super Hazer. Super Hazer, I really do not have time right now to even look at my own videos, let alone anybody else's, let alone trying to figure out how to upload them to my channel right now. So I'm like, my Cooking with Cannabis channel has turned into a Freaky Friday channel, and that's pretty much it until I do some more work. So, Crockpot died. And today I had to let the canners cool overnight. And then today I strained out almost 2 full stock pots of broth. Yeah, 2 full stock pots of broth and a bowl of meat. And then there was all the bones and mush and stuff. I saved the wishbones for a project. And today, oh yeah, you notice I've changed curtains. No, my crock, yeah, and no bird saying your crock pot broke because it's 2020. No, it didn't break because it's 2020. It broke because it was really, really hot and I threw something cold and liquid into it. My bad. Plain and simple. I don't know. I don't know if I can replace the liner or not, and I won't know until I can get to a Value Village or a I could probably order new carafes for it. But I mean it's probably going to cost the same as a brand new crock pot, right? I know, I get it. I get it. It's 2020. Did you see my cup? The pig's butt that says 2020 on it. There's a pig's butt with a pair of lipstick lips on it and a little fart, like kiss my ass goodbye 2020. That's what that cup means. Hey Chrissy, how's it going? And Julie H, Teresa Smith, Joe Mama, Shannon Wade, Kristen Neese. My hubby went to get stuff out of our basement and found over about a dozen jars that went bad. Really? Oh, honey. I've touched wood so far. I'm really lucky. So, this is what's going on. I just realized how bloody close to December it is. Yeah, that's the thing, Donna. That's why I want to go to Value Village or something, because the older ones are the better ones. They really, really are. I'm not going to stay too long. I'm going to cut my own hair, and I want to be done before midnight. All right, sweetheart, you take care. Mwah. Hey, Rena. So here's what's going on. You know how I've been saying I need those chickens killed, or I need those chickens dispatched, like for the last month. That's done. Tomorrow I can them. Like I've divided the meat and the broth, thrown away the mush, and of course it's chicken and dumplings for supper tonight because that I didn't need another project today. So the broth, the 2 stock pots of broth and the bowl of meat are out in the porch. Trust me, it's colder than my fridge. And those are going to be canned tomorrow once I remove the fat off the top. Hi, Bev. Tested neg. So now I'm headed to my parents for Thanksgiving. Woo! Go, Vinny. Go, Vinny. Sorry, can I call you my cousin Vinny? How many chickens did you end up with? 4 hens, 2 roosters, and 2 turkeys. And the 1 turkey's still not filling out. It didn't fill out as much as I would like. So I may end up after Christmas throwing my turkey carcass in the pressure cooker along with the fresh frozen smaller turkey and doing another set of broth and meat. That's awesome news, Vincent. That really, really is. Hi, I'm in. We are green today, so I was out burning cardboard and just finished. So I'm here. Yay, me. I'm in yellow today. Well, I have some pains radiating through these joints. They're little fires and ground glass and stuff in my joints, but it's not bad, right? Like I'm always in pain. So yellow is a good day. Today is a yellow day for me. Okay. So anyway, okay, let me pray for me. I've been sick for 2 weeks, going for a retest tomorrow. Okay, Joyce, we absolutely will. Hey, Steven! Hey! Damn you, Bill Cosby, for turning out to be a regular rat's ass. Okay, that's the most negative thing I'm going to say today. It's break time. No air quality. Day can't burn on red or yellow days. Bev, only green. Oh, I thought you were talking like a fibro color chart. Dark green is perfect. Peak of health. Peak of no pain. Light green is you got a little, you got some twinges here and there, but it's barely recognizable. Yellow is as good as I ever get, which means I have my regular everyday pain, but it's functional pain. Gold is I'm pushing it to be functional. Orange is I do nothing except I absolutely have to. And red is I'm in bed. Red is bed. That's it. You have one more week to send out your cards. Mine are sent out. I sent out. Now I counted it up because Elishiva Pendragon, our Bonnie Scott's lass, said, but I gave you my address. And I said, you think I keep these things? Do you know how many addresses I would have? I barely keep up with my family's addresses. So what kind of cigarette do you smoke? I smoke medicinal. I do not smoke tobacco. I don't smoke tobacco. That shit will kill you. They've taken a very sacred plant and made it toxic. I haven't had a cigarette. June 2007. That's when I had my car accident. My daughter's still waiting for one address she doesn't want to pester. Well, if people don't... Freaky geek! She's smoking wacky backy. She grew herself. I didn't grow it. Howie did. All right. So we're gearing up for Christmas, for the Yuletide holidays. I haven't put any lights on this tree or anything because I'm respectful of my American friends' Thanksgiving, which is Thursday, right? And, well, Gracie's outside. And I don't know, I'm going to go let her in. I'll be right back. I just realized how... Did you see the picture? It's a very snowy day today. All right. Gracie's really worried because her crate used to be in between mine and Howie's bed. It's okay. You don't have to go in it if you don't want to, but your bed's in there. And I've put her crate under my sewing table because Dan is coming. And I've got to get the house organized because I'm having Christmas with my kids on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then on the 12th or the 11th, Howie's going to Port Hope to pick up Nan. And she's coming up, right? And Howie's like, well, I'll clean after the kids leave, but before Mom comes. And it's like, no. So I made good on my threat. And I texted Nancy. And I said, you up to a whole house cleaning before the 1st of December? And she said, you mind if I bring my sister? So we can, get it done in half the time. I said, absolutely. She said, okay, pick the day. So Nancy's coming. Because normally I wouldn't let Nancy in my bedroom or my office. She's not coming in the office, right? If you have all dehydrated fruit, you should soak all of them before making fruitcake. Yeah, I learned that the hard way, didn't I, with my bread? But it's or I should have just added more moisture, right? You could be like my friend and smoke or soak all your raisins and craisins and everything in hot rum or brandy overnight and then put them in the fruitcake. But, we don't want Bev running naked through the snow on Christmas Eve. So, not doing any Christmas stuff till I get my hubby's quilt done. Well, I still got to get this is the problem. I'm now like a one arm, I'm literally starting to go bonkers. So, tomorrow I have to can the turkey in broth and then fold laundry. And then I'm coming in here for a live stream. And then Wednesday, I'm folding laundry. I've got to clean my bedroom. And I don't mean clean it, I mean make it ready for Nancy. Like clear off the top of my dresser and put away all my not my folded clothes, which just happen to be on top of my dresser. Address so they can send you a card and recipe. You have until the 30th of November to send the cards and recipes. Well, there you go. So Gracie's crate is now under there with the door pinned open, and her bed's in there, the one that's usually under that table. Her bed's inside the crate. So I think she's a little confused, but we have to have the crate in case we go out somewhere. We don't leave her in the house to run around. She'll get into trouble. She will, as Gracie, right? She's the type who'll like destroy something. Right? She won't maliciously do it, but she'll get into something she'll find one of my stuffed toys out of the bedroom or something, right? No Christmas until after the markets. I hear you, Stephen. Trouble with my internet. Gonna try and go and come back in. Okay, Angel. Have to hand stitch the quilt too big and wide for free motion. Yeah. So what's going to happen is the kids are coming and they're going to sleep where they sleep. Arthur and Mel are going to sleep downstairs. Briar's going to sleep on the couch. And then when they go, we're going to re-sanitize, but it's going to be clean anyway. So we're going to just re-go over everything before Howie goes, or when Howie goes to pick up his mom. I'll do a quick washing of the floors and stuff with my thing. Hey, Patricia, Johnny, Carson. So, hey, Karen. So anyway, what's going to happen is Howie's got to take the grow tent down from the bedroom downstairs. He's got to take it down, and he's got to put king-size bed back up in there and make it a bedroom again. Then then Nancy and Franny can clean down there. I have removed the crate that's between our beds, and his bedside table can go back in between the beds, because when Mom comes, Howie's going to sleep downstairs and she's going to sleep in his bed. So I've got to have that room clean and organized to make it easy on Nan. So Nancy's coming and doing an all over cleaning. I'm just getting things where I want them so that they don't have to be moved after the fact. You know what I mean? Hey, Larac, how's it going? So I'm getting organized, and I'm going to be wrapping. I have presents to wrap too soon, and I've got craft videos to do. All this, it's all got to be done soon, right? And baking videos and all that stuff. So I have this schedule. I'm actually beyond my schedule right now because I'm just... So, all right, Super Hazer. Take care. So, once I have... This is the only room that's off limits for Nancy. Only because I just have to know where everything is. I get really pissy when Howie comes in and starts loading up my sewing table with stuff when he cleans. God love him. He does the best he can. But if he doesn't know where it goes in our bedroom, in my office, or in my pantry. Notice that 2 out of those 3 spaces are solely mine. Right? So yeah, everything looks great, but he doesn't really dust. He said, well, I didn't really do that clean. I only gave it a fast cleaning. I said, yeah, but for that, the amount I gave you towards your car for the cleaning, Nancy would have done twice the job. No, she wouldn't have. I said, he's a man. Okay. He was a man. This is the man who wouldn't let me see his apartment when he moved in with me because it was a hole, he called it. Hey, Elizabeth Heard, cold and rainy in Connecticut. Well, we got about 6 inches of snow, heavy snow last night. So I'm not going to wait on Howie anymore. The chickens are done. I'm not going to wait on him anymore if I can take control of the situation. Like last night, I started pricing snow tires for my truck because we got snow tires for his car, but we haven't got snow tires for my truck. So he's looking for secondhand ones, but I trust his judgment on the secondhand ones. But I also have to get a rotor or a drum or something because when he did my brakes, one thing wasn't done right and it warped it because we drove it to town and back before he realized what was wrong. So, I mean, there's all these things that have to be taken care of, right? I'm thinking of getting him a snowblower for Christmas. Piss on giving him cash for the car. He needs a new snowblower. Hey, Rocky boy, oh, Connecticut in the house. I'm in Vancouver and there's no snow. Well, that's because you're in Vancouver. That's Canada's Florida. You know what I mean? You want snow, go up in the mountains. Hi, Bev, making my mother's potato stuffing, but will be listening. Okay, Terry Welsh. Yeah, it's your Thanksgiving this week. You know what? I always find something to be grateful for every day, even when I'm pissed off. You know what I mean? So I got my dumpling flour and baking powder and seasoning and my oil and milk ready, my soup. I just separated all the soup and the broth and the meat and have to chill it to take the fat off. But while I was separating the meat, I also had the meat and mush in a strainer. So that broth went into the pot and I added a carton of organic chicken broth from Costco because I have it, right? And I threw in a cup and a half of mixed dehydrated vegetables. And I've mixed up my dumplings, and that's what's for supper. Hey, Jody W. Good afternoon from Welland, Ontario. Now, where the heck is Welland? Isn't that like northwest of Toronto? Because anything past Hamilton, and I'm not really familiar with it. Do you have any turkey recipes? I searched but could not find any. Like, what do you mean, like leftover turkey recipes? You won't find any. You know why? Because when I clear the table after my turkey dinner, I look at all the leftovers, and as soon as everybody gets up and leaves the table, I pull out casserole dishes and I start building turkey shepherd's pies and turkey casseroles and stuff. And then I wrap them in the freezer. Come along February, how he'll come home from work and he'll smell Christmas dinner, and it's in a casserole. That's why you never see any turkey recipes. I just finished the ad. How is everyone? Hey, Gothic Sugar, how are you? But I mean, you can look at my turkey pie. I make turkey pie. I make turkey, casseroles. Use your imagination. If you got a meat grinder, you got a huge turkey, you can grind the leftover meat and dry can it. I mean, or you can cut it up and can it with organic store-bought broth. Or, cut all the meat off and boil the carcass. And then can the broth with chunks of meat in it so you got soup starter. That's what I'm planning on doing. If I used to make turkey jerky. Turkey divan. Just outside of Niagara Falls. That's what I figured. Jody. Turkey tetrazzini. What the hell is turkey tetrazzini? I can't even say tetrazzini without seeing a Maury Povich thing come into my head about chicken tetrazzini. I've been excited because I'm now starting to cook using everything I can, frozen dehydrated this summer. I know. Isn't it a blast? It's like going shopping, right? The only thing we need is well, I just bought 2 flats of eggs because I'm baking this week. In my house with 2 men, there isn't many leftovers. Well, see, there's just how in I normally, right? And of course, like Briar, oh my God, Howie lost his keys. Now, if anybody knows why I'm this shocked, is because one of my truck keys was on that keychain. And he said, I don't remember. He said, the last thing I remember is I put them on the side of the truck, but I can't see anything out there. And I said, that's because I took the truck and delivered Briar's lunch and breakfast to him because he forgot it. And he went, so I said, you better go look and hope that they're in the back of the truck. My truck key is a computerized key. They are like $375 to buy and program. So I had to give him my set of his car keys and the spare house key. And he lost the only post office key. So tonight on his way home from work, he has to stop at the post office. And if I have to replace my truck key, that's coming out of his car money. Like, not out of his car money, just he won't be getting it for Christmas. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit on the ticked side. So I just decided piss on it. I messaged Nancy and said, I need help. I need somebody to clean this house really thoroughly because my mother-in-law is coming. Right? And not because I think she'll be judgmental, but because I want it pristine clean so that I can keep it that way before she gets here and when she gets here. Right? Do you celebrate both Americans, Thanksgiving and Canadian? Oh, hell no. Oh, God, I couldn't do both. Yours is too close to Christmas. Mine's in October. That gives me between Halloween and Christmas to get all my stuff done. But unfortunately, it's a lot of other things going on too. Well, if they fell on the road somewhere, the snowplow will have put them in the ditch because we got 6 to 8 inches of snow after he discovered that the keys were lost. Bye-bye, keys. So I have to replace a drum or rotor, and I have to place a drum or rotor on one of my tires. I have to get snow tires. I'm paying for the stainless steel for my island. It's his Christmas gift to me, yes, but it's coming out of the same money pool, right? But that's $371, and that's coming at the end before the end of this week. Okay. So, and he's still got to do my electrical, right? So, I mean, this is going to be a really expensive couple of weeks. I know, men, but I mean, no offense to guys, but sometimes. Oh, you're welcome, Sandy Candy. For Howie's next set of keys, put a GPS tracker on it to find it if it happens again. Can you do that? I don't care so much about his keys. It's the $35. This is what happens now. He has to stop at the post office on his way home from work, and he has to be there before 5:15 because that's when they close. He has to tell them that he lost the post office key, the post box key for, the big square boxes out in the laneway. They're out by our municipal building. He has to tell them that he's lost the key. He has to pay $35. They will hand him a new set of keys because, he broke my key, my post office key. So we only had one. And then they'll send him home with a new set of keys, and then they will replace the lock on our post box, and we should be able to get our mail by Thursday. Tracker. How old is Briar? Briar is 27. And I used to call him high functioning autistic, but he's not. He is ADS, which is autism, ASD, autism spectrum disorder. He's got a job and he don't live at home. Exactly. But he works up closer to home on the weekends. So he comes and stays one night or 2 nights here. And what he did is he cooked himself a couple of frozen pizzas. He had a half of one for his supper. And then he let the other 1.5 cool down. And he wrapped them in foil to take them to work the next day for lunch and supper. Right? So I made him, you saw him eating his fruit bread toast for breakfast. And when Ron and Raph were coming, I decided I'm going to make breakfast for everybody. Right? So I made ham and eggs and hash browns and toast. Right? And I went into the fridge and I saw Briar had forgotten his lunch. So I phoned him and said, I'm bringing you your lunch. Or actually, I didn't. He phoned me and I said, did you take your lunch? And he said, hell no, I did not. I completely forgot. I said, okay, I'll bring it. Well, since I had ham and eggs and toast and hash browns in the oven already done, ready for breakfast, I just took a styrofoam takeout container that Howie had gotten fries in, and it was clean. And I just made him up, 2 eggs, a slice of ham, some hash browns, and 2 pieces of toast, and I gave him breakfast too. So that's when I took it to him, right? Do you have any videos with Briar? Almost none. Almost none. I mean, a couple when he was really, really young, but he does not go on camera. He does not. Like one time he walked by while I was filming, like walk by a doorway or something, or walk by me in the kitchen, and somebody made a comment on the lazy ass grown son with the neck beard, and he saw the comment, and you'll never see him on video again. So, well, no, he's doing, this is the way I look at it. If he was tested to be for the autism spectrum disorder, they would recommend drugs, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. And his last experience with the school putting him through seeing a psychiatrist once a month or psychologist once a month who could barely speak English with such a heavy accent that my ADDHD Ritalin-laced kid could barely understand her. And he did, you really want to open up when you can't even want to understand what the person's asking you, right? So it was a really negative experience for him. So when we took him off the drugs, off the Ritalin, then they put him on Concerta. We took him off that and switched schools. And Briar is living life on life's terms. His life on his life's terms, which means that's okay. I wanted to punch that person in the throat. Seriously, you don't mess with my babies. You don't mess with my babies. Ever. And that includes my babies that are just adopted. Because, I'll go medieval on somebody's ass. I will. So on somebody's buttocks. Just stopping to say hi. Wish I could stay, but got too many things to do. I hear you, Kathy. I really, really do. Out of order. Absolutely. So anyway, I forget what I was talking about. Oh, Briar. So I took him. I had made breakfast already for a whole bunch of people, and there were still leftovers. So I took him some breakfast and his cold pizza because I didn't want him eating pizza for lunch, supper, or supper, lunch, and supper without having something a little different in between, right? There are a lot of nasty people out there, Lisa. This is why my channel has taken 11 years to get to now start nudging up against 100,000 subscribers. I'm not everybody's taste. And I refuse to be somebody I'm not. So I'm a bit of an acquired taste, right? So because I won't bow to popular public opinion. I won't bow or be a perfect a perfect copy of someone else when I can be imperfectly perfect and be myself, right? So he's a good young man. That my boys, I don't get to see Arthur as much as I'd like, but my boys, people tease Arthur because he's 32 and he's just finishing his studies at university. Why? Well, hey, his dad out in New Brunswick broke his back, and he quit school so he could go and help his dad. Right? His dad owns a business, or did. I don't know if he still does, but Donnie fell off a 10-foot thing and landed, broke his back and his neck. It's amazing the guy's still freaking. He got off the floor, and his other son drove him to the hospital. He broke, fractured in 3 places. So, all right, Rena, you take care, honey. So, I mean, my kids know what's right. So what if they don't want to come and pile wood? When we need them, they're there, right? I'd rather pay somebody else $40 and feed them breakfast. Because guess what? My son's working. You know what I mean? 100 on you being an acquired taste. Yum. Thank you, sweetheart. It's not just take me as I am. Why should I be anybody else? This is the biggest problem that people have today. Nobody knows who they are. I'm 56, almost 57. Oh, I'm almost 57. I'm almost 57 years old, and it took me the better part of 53 years to get here, like to get to a point. Hell, and I'm still learning about me. I'm still learning about me. I mean, I'm taking charge of my life, and it's becoming really healthy for me. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but anybody who was there on Freaky Friday on Friday, yeah, I'm a little bit in pain, but that's mostly from butchering yesterday and being on my feet so much, right? And lifting canners and stuff, right? But if anybody saw me on Freaky Friday, I was busting some moves. If I had good knees, don't believe me, just watch. You know what I mean? I'm no longer. Nobody puts Bevy Baby in the corner. Just turned 57. Oh, I was shaking my moneymaker. Hey, Pam, how's it going? It's true. With age, you feel very comfortable in your skin. We are the lucky ones. There are some people out there, and I know some of them, who have no idea how to live in their own skin. They just pay attention to what other people do and do that. Really, because they, maybe they tried to bust out of their mold when they were younger and got shoved back in it. But, I busted out. I was putting myself in a corner, and I ain't doing it no more. Hey, Autumn Fireside, how are you? Friday was fun. I don't copy anyone. I am who I am. Well, it's not about copying, okay? There is a lot of ways that this is why I get so angry with commercials on TV. I don't watch TV, and if I do, I fast forward through the commercials. That's why I have PVR. But I really don't watch TV. It's more for Howard, right? And then when we're PVRing all our shows, all 3 of them, and then when we're done watching everything on Netflix, we'll just binge watch our favorite shows and fast forward through the commercials. In 2 weeks, I will be legally old. Dang, 65. Yeah, we don't get our old age pension here in Canada till we're 67 if you're born after 1958. Anyway, When I turned 50, I just stopped caring about what others thought. I do me. Yeah. But see, the advertising, you look at it this way. We are, the youth today is barraged by video games, Netflix, commercials, billboards. I mean, everything they do, whether they're on their phone or they're on their video games or they're watching TV or they're on their computers, they're getting barraged with information, and not all of it's good. I mean, I look at these commercials with what's her name? Uh, I used to love her. She was in Love Actually, Keira Knightley. And then I watched her get thinner and thinner and thinner. And now she's doing Chanel commercials. And I look at her and I go, God, honey, where are you? You know? And this is the stuff we're supposed to call beautiful. These are the images that are being flashed over and over and over again on people's minds and their psyche and their spirits. They're so damaging, right? Hey, clever you. How are you, darling? Did you get your Christmas card? So, well, Bev, we had to endure the Marlboro Cowboy commercial. Well, that's another thing. When here in Canada, you couldn't put cigarettes, not advertisements. You still can't advertise cigarettes on TV. But you could never advertise cigarettes on TV, and you could never advertise hard liquor on TV, only beer. Now they do hard liquor. And it's, the holiday season, and you got a 65-inch HD TV, and you see whiskey pouring over a tumbler over a bunch of ice. And for a split second, my hand reaches for that. TV is a horrible place. Okay? I got mine today and gave me tears. Love you, Bev. Oh, I love you too. How are you, Dallas? Sherry Leach. I was born in 1955, Bev, so I will start collecting in January. Good job. Hi, everyone. Hey, Bob Brinkhouse, Big Sky, Billings, Montana today. We got snow. It's like a Christmas card outside. So I now officially am putting my winter stuff on the beginnings and endings of my videos. You missed my notice of why late. Tell you later. Okay. I'm going to look. Sorry for late, but had to cat put out knee just when you came on, so I had to put back in and put cold on it. Your cat's knee went out, or your cat put your knee out? Send Minnesota some snow. Oh, you'll get it. Trust me. It's coming. If it snows in Oshawa, it snows twice as much up here. Hey, Snowflake Homestead, how are you? My kneecap to the outside, had to push it back. Oh, my bum just puckered airtight. Oh, nothing hurts like knee pain. Well, except earaches and toothaches and migraines. Well, migraines, I would rather have a migraine over an earache or toothache. Honest to God, I would. Hey, Shittles Rest Homestead from Southeast Manitoba. How are you? Iowa's getting snow. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Dallas, the poor baby. So, yes, you've seen me put my marijuana curtain back up. My quilt curtain is on my bedroom door. And I moved Gracie's crate in here. I'm ready now for tomorrow's canning of turkey broth. And I gotta fold laundry and wrap presents and vacuum and get my bedroom ready to be cleaned by Nancy. Howie has to take down the grow tent and put a bit. I mean, the house is getting ready for Christmas. It's getting ready to be cleaned for Christmas. Any ideas for a chewy leftover roast? Yes. Slice it really thin or mince it, add gravy and onions, and brown. It's already brown, so brown some onions and some butter. Make some gravy and throw that meat in there and have it over toast or potatoes or something. Making soup and and if you have a meat grinder, put it through the meat grinder because it goes through much easier dry than it does wet. I'd be fine. It happens to me a couple of times a month on my left knee. Just something you go through after 5 surgeries on it when the first one was done bad. Ow. Making soup and chili to package and freeze. Hubby's wrapping gifts. Andrew! No, it's there. Oh, Gracie's not sure. Gracie! Oh my God, I tripped over a screwdriver. Come here, Grace. Because usually we tell her to go into her crate when we have to go out somewhere. But she sleeps under there. She has a nice big plush bed that she sleeps under. So I put the plush bed in her crate. And I put it under the sewing table. Come here, baby. See how she looked at it? Oh, you couldn't see. She looked at it like, I'm not going in there. Hopefully she will realize, ouch. Hopefully she will realize that the door is propped open and nobody's going to lock her in unless we're going out somewhere. But I don't think she's going to go in there voluntarily. Oh, my baby. Okay. She broke out in hives twice this weekend. We're not sure why. Go look in your bed. Go to bed. Get in your crate. Grace, get in your crate. Get in. I hate to force you. Grace, in your crate. Get in. Nuh-uh. Get to bed in your crate. Gracie, crate. Come on. Magoo. I want you in there so you know I'm not going to close it. Get in. In. Get in there. It's not jail, I promise. Get in there. Magoo. Gracie, go. Get in your crate. Get in there. Now lay down. Stay. And away she goes. But at least I want her to, I wanted to get her to lay down so that she knows I'm not going to shut her in. Bev showing her stuff. What stuff? What, my behind? What stuff? Don't tell me there was a cleavage shot. Oh my God. All right, well, this video is going private afterwards. Damn. Made beef stew and yeast rolls, freezing half for Thanksgiving when tired of turkey. There's a good idea. Oh, no. I got a bra on. I got a shirt on. I can't help it. They're mud flaps, man. They go whatever breeze takes them. Oh, I'm so sorry. And you missed it, Andrew. Is Andrew still here? Andrew, you missed Freaky Friday. I played big panty mama for you. I want to dance with a big panty woman. And I danced. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I really do. And when so we've got live stream today, live stream tomorrow, live stream Wednesday. Thursday is my Blitz day. I have a feeling Thursday is going to be the day Nancy wants to come. So I have to get a whole bunch of other stuff done before then. So I have a bra on. It's old and gray and it's comfortable. Still not got my turkey. I was going this afternoon. Now I'm going to have to be tomorrow. Well, have an amazing and beautiful evening. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody does. Hey, Free Just Free. Did you have to change your name? Oh, for pity's sake, nothing wrong with cleavage. We have to put up with guys' crack. Oh, Briar. That's one thing. He deliberately Sometimes when if I ask him to do something and he has to bend over to do it, he'll deliberately turn his back to me and let his pants droop and bend over to show me his ass. You gotta have He has a sense of humor that's peculiar to him. Going to grandson's first time in years. I won't have to cook. I'm thrilled. Oh, well, you know what? I got to tell you, Freaky Friday for we're going to have a special for a Christmas Freaky Friday. We're going to call it, no, we're not. We're not going to call it Christmas. We're going to call it Festive Friday. And that's December 18th, sometime in the afternoon. We're going to get our Christmas freak on, right? Hey, Timothy, how are you, darling? Our dog died last year, and we all miss having one around. Oh, my house has to have a dog. It's not alive without a dog. I mean, she keeps me company all day long. Don't you, Gracie? She's going to stay out of my office. You watch, because she thinks I'm going to lock her in the crate. But 420 Friday, it's going to be Festive Friday, because I'm going to have all my Christmas tree lit up and all that stuff. So, and I'm putting a Christmas cloth on there. I think I haven't decided yet. We'll see, but I haven't decorated the tree yet. I will be decorating it with you guys, and probably next week, probably on like Monday. Monday is the 30th of November. I'll probably decorate this tree. We're not going to decorate the in-house tree until after the kids leave, because Nan's coming and I want Nan to decorate the tree with me. I mean, the kids could care less, right? Like, I left the tree for them to finish decorating when they all came up, and they didn't. So, I mean, I need my Christmas crime partner. My partner in Christmas crime. Yeah, I took Sam's cage off. Festivus Friday. There we go. Hey, Anita. Never miss your delicious food videos. Well, thank you. This is my 15-year-old dog's last Thanksgiving. You sure? Because, dogs, I've seen dogs live to 21 years old. What breed is it? I'm outside smoking a cigarette while giving my animals their last feed, and you're in my pocket while I'm listening to you. Okay, Aldo, but you shouldn't be smoking if you're anywhere near hay or straw. You know that, right? Sunday is the first Advent, first candle lit. And, oh, really? Okay, cool. We think this is our 15-year-old Staffy's last Christmas. Staffordshire Terrier? You got a Staffordshire Terrier? Those are the grandparents of all things pity. I love pitties. I love ribbon candy. Can't find it anywhere. Bulk Barn has ribbon candy. Had 2 dogs make it to 17. The longest any dog has ever lived was 9 years old. But then our dogs live very naturally, except we don't tie them up outside. Well, Gracie goes on a lead to go out and do her business. But she's almost insulted now. Christmas tree shops. Purebred, he's gorgeous. Chooks beat him up, the big suck. Oh my goodness. The thing is I don't have the strength to train another dog that's going to, like, when Gracie gets aggressive, or she gets like somebody comes to the door, it's really hard to if there's a man comes to the door and she gets into the porch before me, I can't open the door. I can't. I have to wrestle her back in. Right? She did not like men coming around when Daddy's not here. Right? My mid-sized poodle was 13. My dog was 20 in August. See, there you go. Hi, Lori Park. Christmas tree shops. Bulk Barn. Okay, I will go online. Yeah, they had, at least they had it when I looked, but I didn't get any. Oh yeah, I went to Bulk Barn. And then I ate all the mini pretzels. And I'm halfway through the mini Rolos. I'm just going to bake cookies this year. I was going to. 17. Ours was a Cavalier, and he only made it a few months past 6. A Cavalier, is that a Spaniel? That's her job, protecting her mama. Yep. And I look at her every day. Like, at first, I had a really hard time. I didn't have a hard time loving her. But ever since Peppy, I've not had another. I love all my dogs. Love them, love them, love them. All of them, right down to the buttoned and the cute little tails. Okay? But Peppy was my soul dog. I'm going to give you a better look at this. It says, oh, I guess that's not going to work right. Okay, let's do it this way. This tattoo says, my soul dog. And that's Peppy. That was taken from a picture, and my niece Bronwyn tattooed that for me. And I used to sing, Jim, my soul dog, do-do-do-do-do, and she'd do a little dance and run around and bark and act crazy. She just loved it when I sang to her. So Gracie attached herself to me right off the bat. Now, yes, she loves her daddy and she attaches herself to him, but she's with me all day. And I actually, as much as I loved her and snuggled her and all that stuff, I didn't look at her the same as I looked at my Peppy. Gracie was having none of that. That's why she made us get rid of Frankie. And then she stood in front of me. Her spirit stood in front of me and said, Peppy may have been your soul dog, but I'm your heart dog, and I'm here to stay, and nobody's getting between us. And ever since then, I realized she's a one dog family dog. There is no pack. We are the pack. So our pug was named Peppy also. When I was young, I remember him. Had him until I was 7 years old. He lived to 12. Peppy Le Pew only lived to 9. Because Emma, our boxer, was like a year older than her. And she died the year before. And they were like sisters. That's why I assumed Peppy or Frankie and Gracie would get along great. Because of Emma and Peppy. But the thing is Emma came here fixed. And even though she was here first, she was raised, we bought her at 6 months old, already fixed, and she was raised with 2 full-grown Rottweilers. She came to us a submissive dog. I had never met a dominant boxer before, certainly not a female. So Peppy's name was going to be Mika. Until she farted in the pet store and Howie went, whoo, we got a Peppy Le Pew. And that was it. That was her name. So I make them and whip. What do you make them and whip bread short? Hey, Teflon One. I just had a vet appointment and my German Shepherd weighs 123 pounds. Time to lay off the dog treats. My friend, one of my oldest friends from like when I was 12, Geraldine, my best friend for years, she got a St. Bernard. Now, I tease her because Geraldine's always been the type of person who has to have an electric blanket and she's always cold, right? So she got this St. Bernard and he grew huge, but he got, I think it was cancer, and he died at they had to have him put down when he was 5. So she just got another one and his name is Hank. And you can guess the nickname. Hank the Tank. And he is 5 months old, 75 pounds. 75 pounds. And I said, I understand now why you love, because all I can see is really big poops. I don't even clean them up, right? Howie does, but all I can see is really, really big poops. And then I dawned on me, and she sent me a picture of him laying in her lap, and I said, I just figured it out. I said, you got yourself a living electric blanket. 75 pounds at 5 months old. He's the biggest wuss, just a big love bug, unless he doesn't know you. I had a cat named Poopy because that's how she smelled when I got her. Oh, poor baby. Um, I have two American Staffordshire Terriers, and each one weighs 130 pounds. Wow. Wow. What is it with dogs and men's crotches? Like, do they just aim for the largest surface area in that region and just nail the every single time? If it's not Howie's crotch, it's his feet. So I've been telling Gracie now because I've realized, like, she's so insulted that I just tried to put her in a crate. That I put her favorite, that's what this is. Her favorite place when I'm online is to be under that table in her bed. And I put her bed in a crate. Oh, I'm such a bitch. Because guys can't wipe proper. That dog sounds like my husband. Hubs was 5 foot tall in first grade. Holy smokes. Well, listen, guys, I gotta go. I have to go put dumplings in the soup because Howie will be home in about 20 minutes. Might be a little bit later, but I gotta go sit down and start folding laundry. Okay. Or is it? Oh no, I've got a pile of dishes to do by hand. I have to unload the dishwasher and fill it with jars. I think Gracie, last time I checked, Gracie was like 47 pounds. I don't know what she weighs now, but she's getting, have you ever seen a boxer sit with their stubby tail and then fat kind of just ripples down? And then Emma was so fat, her tail when she sat was invisible because the fat would roll down over it. We're really bad. We're really bad. Anyway, for all those who care to, let's close with a spiritual hug, some spiritual nourishment. Now, this is not for everybody. No harm, no foul, no judgment if you want to leave. But what we do is anybody with a faith, we take all the similarities in our faith and we put them into one blessing and we send it out to each other and to the world so that we can try and push back at some of the darkness, kind of like turning on the Christmas lights. You know what I mean? So let's take a deep breath. Remember, focus on what is similar, not in what you just take what you want and leave the rest when it comes to the prayer I put out, because my prayer is mine, but we can share it. Just, use what works for you, right? Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, Chief, it's us. Thank you for giving me the energy I needed to, and the chutzpah I needed to take charge of my life again. I need help, and so I'm just gonna get the help where I can. And I've already got 2 Christmas cards, and it's not December, so it's really nice, God, to see people working really hard at thinking outside the box and how we're going to celebrate the holidays, but still celebrate the holidays, respecting social distancing and all these things. Like I know people who don't want to celebrate because they can't be with their kids. And, when we feel that way, when we can't be with the ones we love and we don't celebrate because of it, I know, God, I know that, we're not, when we do that, we're just letting the darkness win. So whether it's Hanukkah or Thanksgiving or Kwanzaa or Yule or Christmas, let us all light 2 candles. Not only take off the bushel, but light a second candle. Let's link hearts and link hands and shine for the people who can't shine for themselves. Shine for our families. Shine for each other. Shine for the power that gives us purpose. God, look after everybody. I know it's a tall order, but you're God. You got this. Look after our friends that are alone or sick or can't travel or can't be with their kids. Light a little candle in their hearts so that they find the spirit of joy in every day, whether it's a holiday or not. Thank you, God. Amen. Miigwech, namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Blessed be. Have joyous Yule. Whatever your salutation is, whatever you want to celebrate, even if it's the fact that you lost a pound or you've stabilized your weight or you're feeling pretty good today, find a reason to celebrate in every day. Because when we shine, people see it and they want that. So maybe they'll shine with us. Take care. God bless. See you all tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys.